Hello everyone, welcome back to maths class. In today's video, we will discuss about the algebra of limits. And you all know that in your previous video, we have discussed about direct substitution. In that, if you substitute direct value, if you get the finite value, that's fine. If you get the indeterminate value, there are three methods are there to solve such a limits, to find the limit of such a function. In that, the first one we will discuss the last class, that is factorization method. And now before we move to the next factorization method, let us learn the algebra of limits. Here, what is the algebra of limits? Suppose here, if I give that if limit is general, x is approaching to a or x is tending to a, the some function f of x is equal to L. Suppose this limit of this function x, that function of x, the x is tending to or x is approaching to a, that value is L. Suppose the remember that this L should be a finite. Okay, L should be finite. The next, and limit x is tending to a, g of x is equal to m. G of x is equal to m. Suppose we have, see, we have what? There are two limits are there. One function is f of x, another function is g of x. Both the function is we are finding to the value of x approaching to a. Remember here, the both the functions value should be approaching to same value, but they may different function. But limit of this function is L. In general, we have took the limit of this function should be m. Then the algebra means you all know that how to add these two limit, how to add subtract, and how to what product and division. See, the first one is, suppose limit is x is tending to a is there, the addition of two function. How to find the addition of two functions of limit? So this would be the separate this one, separating this term f of x plus limit x tend to a, g of x. Instead of finding the adding two functions and after that we have to approaching the function a, just separate these two limits, and whatever you already they are given that limit x tends to a, f of x value is what? L, and this value is m. Automatically this value, this functions, this is also function, this is also function. If you add these two, you will get on one function only. That new function we are approaching the same limit, that is a, then you will get the answer is L plus m. This is a addition of the limit. The next is second one, limit x is tending to a, f of x minus g of x is equal to limit x is tending to a, f of x minus limit x is tending to a, g of x. Same as addition. If you need to subtract the two functions, after that we have to find the limit x is tending to a, just separate these two and limit x tends as separate as the limit x tends to a, f of x minus limit x tends to a, g of x. Then already they are given these functions approaching x tends to a, the limit of this function is what? L, and this function is m. Your answer of this question is directly L minus m. So now third one, limit x is tending to a, the f of x into g of x is there. Then same, separate this one, limit x tends to a, f of x, and limit x tends to a, g of x. You all know this would be L. and this would be m, then your answer is L into m. Yes, where, remember here, where L and m should be a finite. Finite means what? That whichever you given the function, no, that given function must have the limit. It means must have the limit means ಅವೆರಡು ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, LHL ಸೈಡ್ RHL ಸೈಡು ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅದು ಕೂಡ. ಸೊ ಮೇನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಇನ್ಫೈನೈಟ್ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟರ್ಮ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ fourth one, shortcut limit x is tending to a f of x divided by g of x is equal to limit x tending to a f of x whole divided by limit x is tending to a g of x, and now it should be L divided by m here. Then remember that if you need to satisfy this condition, just remember that limit x tends to a g of x never be 0. It means the m should not be equal to what? 0. ಏನಾಗಬಾರ್ದು, m 0 ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. Otherwise you may get here again indeterminate form. This ಇದನ್ನು satisfy ಆಗಬೇಕು compulsory. This should not be equal to 0. Yes. The next, this is the first one is what now? See here the algebra of limit. Just take a screenshot of this. Yes, the first one is what? The limit of sum of two function is what I will write in sentence in this. See here, the first one is what? Limit of sum of two function is sum of limits of function. This meaning is what? The limit of sum of two function is sum of limit of function. Yes, just, and similarly this one is what? Limit of difference. Limit of difference of two function is difference of limit of function. Okay. Next, this one is what? Limit of product. Product of two function is product of limit of function. Similarly, this one is what? Quotient. Limit of quotient of two function is quotient of limits of the function. It must be whenever the denominator should be what here? Denominator is non-zero. The static notes of this limit concept I will give later. Just see here. And next, this is, and one more is there, that is, see here, in particular the product of functions, if g is a constant function means what? In particular product function. See here, these two are the functions are there, f of x and g of x. F of x is in terms of x, g of x is also in terms of. Suppose would be the one function. Suppose g is a constant, g is a constant ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎನಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದು ಇದೇನಾದರೂ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್, ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಡ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೋತೀನಿ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಜಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ದ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಲ್ಯಾಂಬ್ಡಾ ಅಂತ ತೊಗೋತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಸಮ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ನಂಬರ್ lambda I will give. So we have, yes, limit x is tending to a, the same limit, the lambda f of x, lambda f of x is what, take a limit is outside, then limit x tends to a f of x. This is the algebra of limits. So now I will discuss one question here, the limit, how to solve the limit of that question. If I give here limit x is tending to infinity somewhere integration square root of x square plus 1 minus x. So we need to find the limit of this case. How to solve this one? See here, if the first go for the direct substitution only. If I put here infinity, what would happen? See here, before going to infinity there are two functions are there, subtraction is there. So according to limit, algebra of limit, first we have to separate these things. X tends to infinity square root of x square plus 1 minus limit of x tends to infinity x is there. Yes, separate this one, then you will get here infinity, then here also you will get infinity, then 0. Wrong. What wrong? Infinity minus infinity is never be 0. If you have like this, it means what? Remember that indeterminate form, infinity. Remember this thing, infinity minus infinity never be 0. Just remember this thing. So I know this answer would be a 0 only, but if you write like this, then this is a wrong. If you this limit is approaching to 0 only, the answer would be the 0 only. But if you write like this, infinity tending to 0, this is wrong. Then how to solve such an example? If what I told you in a direct method, if you get in finite value, that's fine. If you get indeterminate, first go for the factorization. There is no such factorization madak baralla illi, think madri, factorization baralla. So then next go to what? Rationalize method. Just do that one, rationalize method. Yes, limit x is tending to infinity is there. How to do rationalize method? Rationalizing means what? Whatever you have the sign, no, take it opposite sign. If it is a minus, no, take the plus sign, then the same as this function only. Then multiply and divided by that function. It means x square plus 1 plus x whole divided by x square plus 1 plus x. The next is what? So apply here a minus b and a plus b formula. A minus b and a plus b is equal to what? A square minus b square. Using that, here a is what? Square root of x square plus 1. B is what? X. So put this value. This, if you multiply these two terms, these two comparing to this, you will get what? This limit is as it is. Don't forget to write this one. Limit x is tending to 2. Then Instead of a, what? Square root of x square plus 1. Here we need what? A square. It means square and square root get cancelled. What remains? X plus 1. X is there, it means x square. Then next, whole divided by, this would be as it is, x plus 1 plus x. This x square minus x square get cancelled. Again, don't forget to write the limit here. 1 divided by square root of x square plus 1 plus 1. Now put the value of this limit here. What happened? 1 divided by infinity. Infinity plus infinity, you will get infinity. 1 by infinity, remember here, the 1 by infinity is not 0. 1 by infinity is, 1 by infinity is not indeterminate. 1 by infinity is always 0. If we have infinity in denominator, it is 0. This is not indeterminate form. This is valid. Yes or no? Then this is 0. This is your correct answer. This is your correct answer. If you do like this, if you get the indeterminate, after that indeterminate, if you write the 0, this is wrong. The answer should be what? Valid. Approaching to 0. This is what? Indeterminate. This is what? This is rationalized method. Next class we will discuss the trigonometric limit, and we will go for the deep. Thank you.